Capricorn, hello darlings. Welcome to your video. We're going to do an energy check-in. This is a post full moon, post Lion's Gate energetic check-in for you. Lion's Gate and this full moon, it's a very reflective time period. It can create an emotional purge. It can really create a shift in the directionality of what's going on in your life. So we're going to tune into all of that. Welcome in. If you are new to the channel, my name is Lauren the Mystic, and I'm excited you're here. I believe that you found this for a reason. There's a message here for you. And I welcome you in if you're a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. Any significant placements, really. All right, just popping out for you, Capricorn. We're just pulling cards as I am speaking here. Wanting to get tuned into the energy. For those of you returning, thank you so much for coming back, for trusting me. I really appreciate your support, and I appreciate ever so much when you do get something out of the readings. Just taking a moment, hitting that like button, it means the world to me. It's a beautiful energetic exchange and really doesn't take but a second. Oh, my gracious, this energy wants to speak. All right, Capricorn. So as I was saying, this is a general collective reading. This may or may not be your story. We're tuning into some of the deeper soul growth that's just taking place within the collective, within these big energies that we're moving through. We're in a preparatory period right now, preparing for eclipse season. And we're going to have 2 new moons in Virgo. One of them is going to be a partial solar eclipse, and that's going to be working with you really significantly wherever Virgo might be in your own natal chart. Take a look at what house is the house of Virgo, where Virgo is in your chart. That's the area of life that you're going to really have some profound new beginnings, some profound changes taking place. So leading up to that, we're really in kind of this nourishing period. We're clearing quite a bit. And collectively, there's been this huge shadow work period of time where there has been a lot moving through our consciousness. We're seeing things differently. So let's tune in for you. Spirit, please show us, Capricorn, what are these energies for our Capricorns right now? What's coming forward post Lion's Gate? Help us see clearly about these oracle messages here. And we're getting ready to go through them here in a moment, Capricorn. As soon as I get the cards pulled, we'll start the reading. So thanks for being patient. Show me clearly, please, Spirit. What does Capricorn need to see? Let's start getting these out here. Oh. A few more cards, Capricorn. Just a moment. Spirit, show me clearly. What is this new beginning that's building for our Capricorn collective? All right, Capricorn. Here we go, darlings. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Page of Wands underlying this reading. So visionary information, new insights, new wisdom, new directions that you might be feeling yourself pulled into. The Page of Wands is typically communication, and it can be incoming information. And this could be referencing incoming spiritual downloads or personal insights that are flowing into your consciousness as well, since what we're doing here in this reading is really tuning into the Lionsgate energy and what's come through for you. So the first oracle card you received, Capricorn, is you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer energy here. You and your loved ones are safe. So definitely implying going through a period where you're feeling vulnerable, you're feeling a sense of change, perhaps worry, perhaps anxiety. We've got the next card, you are not alone. This is a card about your community itself. It's about needing to get out more and connect with others. Whatever you're moving through right now, you are not alone. This can represent also online support, online connections, online communities. But this is, Spirit is nudging you that it's time that you create more community around you, that you have physical connection with others, that you get out and enjoy life. Allow others to support you. I just heard, Capricorn. Removing yourself from this sense of isolation, removing yourself from this sense of going through it alone and not necessarily having others who understand where you are right now in your journey or what you're moving through. At the same time, you got two cards. My intention was to pull one of each, but you had two come out. So I always take that as a sign and take that. And the second card here is star bathing. Star bathing is truly about receiving an activation in your spirit, receiving a shift, an activation in your soul's growth. And oftentimes, those activations do come through difficulty. They come through moving through this darkness, this concern about yourself, your safety, and the safety of your loved ones. You could be a parent. You could be worried about a family member, right? And so star bathing is representing your own ability to work with your vibration, to work with your frequency, to work with your quote unquote light body, the energy, the subtle energy bodies we all have access to. And this is about making sure you are in not only taking care of that aspect of yourself, but that you are opening yourself up to receive the intuitive guidance, the wisdom, the connection that is there for you. And that could be part of why these two cards came out together. This could also be Spirit pointing you into making sure you're focusing on your connections, your physically felt. So we can feel the connection within our own subtle energies, within our own energy body. When we are tuning in, and let's say we are doing a meditation and clearing our chakras and opening that channel up, which I call that our energetic channel, our central channel, which is basically our nervous system, our spinal cord. It's running through all of the 7 bodily chakras. And when we sit with and just allow space for connection within each and every one of our energetic centers, what happens is that central channel really opens up and it clears out any sludge, any difficulty, any hardship, and it reminds you back into your innate connections to both Mother Nature, Mother Earth, the divine feminine energies that are present within the natural world that we're connected with. But it also reminds you into the protection that you have around you coming from your spirit guide, your angelic team, known and unknown, right? It's not as if we have name tags on our spirit guides who come and introduce themselves to us. We can begin to refine our intuitive abilities over time, but it takes a while to really truly start to lean into and understand who our guides are, because we each have multiple, and we have ancestors that are supporting us in this lifetime. And we can call upon that support. We can call upon the support from the cosmos, from God, source, spirit, whatever your personal beliefs are, whatever your truth is for you. And this connection, this reminder card is really about taking the time to nourish yourself in that connection. Allow that to be a source of strength that helps you move through this period of time. And, I don't typically read ahead. I did see this card, but I wasn't thinking it through, right? I wasn't tuning into it. But here we have next. This is a card, by the way, from the Akashic Tarot deck. And I felt called to pull cards from this deck. It goes very deep into our deeper soul growth. And what you have is 2 of Roses, which is the winged messenger. And if you zoom in, you can see this beautiful opportunity. I feel like this is spirit encouraging you to go outside, set yourself up a beautiful little table, sit out there and enjoy your favorite beverage, connect into the space that you have access to, the space around you. Allow yourself to connect to the natural world, because there are messengers that are coming to you, signs, synchronicities. Here you see it in the form of these 2 birds. Birds are often signs of messages from spirit. So you may notice, perhaps you're seeing certain kind of birds showing up around you, or maybe you've come across a sighting of a bird that is unusual to you. It caught your attention. It drew your awareness into it. The signs and synchronicities that are coming to you, that are meant for you, are the things that are going to be catching your attention. They're going to be striking you as unusual and something that you want to notice, something that seems almost as if perhaps there's some message, some guidance for you. So you can always do things like Google spiritual significance of, or how is seeing such and such bird, insect, animal, what have you, how is that a message from spirit, or how is that considered to be an energetic symbol? And that may help tune you in. It also may be tuning you into what might be going on. Maybe something preceded it, right? Maybe you were just thinking about something and then you see a message, or somebody was on your mind and here comes this beautiful falcon into your presence that is something you normally wouldn't see and feels majestic. This is what I mean. Just like sometimes there are preceding events or co-related events, like what you were just speaking of, what you were just thinking about, someone you just came across, right? That are how spirit chooses to help us connect the dots. So it's up to us to really begin to tune in, right? And to connect the dots. When we receive the messages, just take note in a mindful way. Get curious, right? Get curious. What was I just doing? What was I just thinking about, speaking about? What's hitting me sort of in the gut? And you can trust that because it's your body's somatic response to your intuition. So the things that you're drawn to from like a somatic, primal almost way, magnetically taking notice of, right? that is actually the way that your intuitive self is communicating to you through the intelligence of your body. And that could be part of this growth that you're going through. Maybe you are actually leaning into the fact that that is real, and you are beginning to deepen your connection with spirit because you're beginning to maybe perhaps trust your intuitive knowing quite a bit more. So to help us a little bit further, we've pulled the tarot. And what we have here is the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. And this is in the top row. This is explaining these oracle cards for us. Then we've got some foundational cards. I already brought up the Page of Wands underneath the deck, incoming awareness, communication, information. Could even be opportunities. But as at the Wands level, it's more of, I'm daydreaming about this. I'm getting curious about this. I'm getting excited about it. It's not yet something you're working toward, right? So underlying this top row, we've got the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Wands. And so to me, it really does feel like you are looking for collaboration. You're looking for a sense of understanding, community, partnership, the soul family that you can trust, the people that you know have your back, this desire for that. And you've had to hold yourself in a state of protection. You've had to hold and learn to work with your own energetic field, be in charge of your mind, be in charge of your emotions. And that has also created the need for you to set up some pretty firm boundaries around yourself. And so Spirit could be here also reminding you into, now it's safe to begin to relax these boundaries a bit. Now it's safe. You are strong in your energy, and you can open up more to receive. When we're in a state of creating sort of this safe, energetic, defensive bubble around ourselves, we can sometimes inadvertently block our own receptivity to allowing the blessings to come in because we're so busy protecting what we do not want to come in that we're also sort of holding that space, and it prevents the blessings, right, from dropping in. And there's been this long introspective period, it feels, with the Two of Wands, this desire for brighter days, for brighter future, for what you want on the horizon for yourself. And I just heard for your loved ones. And so it feels sort of like this dissatisfaction with the way things are and this desire to build and grow, but the need to feel very protected as you do, needing to lean into family, tribe, community. So that's what is supporting this story right here, Capricorn. We've got the Fool, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So really slowly working on this new beginning. And to me, it feels like an entirely new chapter. A chapter where you're really learning how to trust yourself. Trust yourself to build what is right for you. Your Ten of Pentacles, the happily ever after, happy home, happy family, whatever that looks like for you, your personal vision of a life well lived, of happiness and joy and community, right? Loved ones around you. And at the moment, you are moving on. The focus has been moving on on your own, creating this new chapter for yourself in some capacity here, Capricorn. You're in search of calmer waters, and you're still processing what you're leaving behind. But if you notice the birds in the card, I feel that this is symbolic here, Capricorn, of this journey that you've been on to lean into your own inner divinity, your own inner wisdom, the intuitive knowing. It's that you've been cultivating these connections, you've been listening, you've been hearing the messages, and you've been following them. And they're guiding you forward here. You see how the birds are very literally towing the boat here for her. And I feel like this is very much Spirit is guiding your path. You are listening. Spirit is guiding your path. And so this is kind of about chop wood, carry water. Create strategic, tangible steps that are going to transform in the long term. The Knight of Pentacles moves slow but steady and is the only knight that is creating foundation. So everything that the Knight is working towards, will eventually become this Ten of Pentacles. And so this is you right now. You are the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn. And I feel like this reading is honestly meant to really confirm for you, to provide you. So I hope that's what this is doing for the whoever this reading is for. I'm feeling that this Capricorn has maybe felt insecure or is doubting themselves, still holds quite a bit of worry and fear for the future. And so if this is you and this is your story, darling, what I really feel that the big message from Spirit is to trust, to continue to trust. Oh my gosh, Capricorn, I'm getting this overwhelming urge to get teared up right now. I'm feeling like that's a relief. For you to surrender and to trust will create an emotional release, an emotional relief, and take the heaviness off of you. This is still surrender, right? You already are protected. You already are protected. So I feel that Spirit's saying, make space to really call those manifestations that you're working on building for your Ten of Pentacles here. Call these visions into being. Consciously work on opening up to receive. Okay? And continue to trust. You're on the right path. Just continue to put one foot in front of the other. This is your new beginning. You're already doing it. So emotional for you, Capricorn. Wow. Oof. All right, darlings. I hope that this has helped you. Please don't forget to hit that like button, and I would love for you to subscribe too. Helps me to tune into your energy, lets you know when there's a new video. Sending you so much love. I hope this has helped. Take good care. Bye-bye.